I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up.
Welcome back, Jack! Hey, what's going on? DJ Cal.
Sound effects, nigga.
Starring here tonight.
Hey, listen, man.
Now live up to your sound effect, bro.
This next guest, man, I'm excited, man. You know what I mean? Long history with
It's an honor.
the industry of ours. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I ain't even gonna talk no more. I'm just gonna bring him to the motherfucking stage. Edie, Yeah, man. We want to welcome one of the members of the Outlaws.
I've been wanting to say that shit for years.
Edie being in the motherfucking building. Edie, first, before we even jump into it, I got strains of the week popping off here. You know what I mean?
I see y'all.
I'm a backwood man myself. I know you a Dutch master. You know what I mean? So my Dutch master might not have the craftsmanship. So I rolled you one, but I also put some trees out here because my Dutch master don't really look.
They gonna put me to work.
You know what I mean?
No,
I got you.
Nah, come on.
But I don't know.
I like rolling.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Something to do.
So I just gotta dive, you know, and just dive right in. First of all, I gotta say, man, when I was goddamn 6 years old, I had a Doberman Pinscher named Edie. You feel what I'm saying? And hold on now. I had a Doberman Pinscher named Edie. You feel what I'm saying? My mama tells me that she used to be nervous because me and Edie used to be wrestling. You know what I mean? And I used to ask my dad, like, Dad, why we name the dog Edie?
He's an outlaw.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, he broke down the name Edie for me and who he was, and you know, can you speak on that?
I like that you said that.
Well, Edie hey, true story. It's a true story, though.
Okay, you do. Don't clean it up now.
Edie, they ain't break it down for you.
Yeah, I mean, I want you to break them down for
those that don't know.
Yeah.
Edie was an African. Some people call him a dictator. America like to call him a dictator, but he was running shit in Uganda. He took over the country, ran the army, kicked a lot of people out of Uganda that he felt like was taking up space and using the country for the wrong reasons, like the Chinese, like Americans, British. But there's a lot of rumors about him, a lot of wild stories about him. He allegedly had like 100 kids. You know what I mean? A lot of other different stories, but you got to take that with a grain of salt. You know,
that's right.
There's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Two sides to every story. I just want to, you know. So, is that your real name, or is that just a name you chose for?
Nah, that's definitely not my real name. I'm actually named after Malcolm X.
Okay.
Yeah, my mama named me after Malcolm X. But Edie was given to me by Pop when we were switching our names up. You know what I'm saying? We came up with this whole Outlaw Immortal thing that we put together while he was in prison in '95.
Okay. So what was your original rap name?
I ain't really had one.
You was just busting.
I ain't really had one, man. You know what I mean? Couldn't come up with one that I felt like was good enough.
And then you came with the Edie approach the scene of the cape. Oh, my bad. You know, I get excited a little bit.
You gotta have it.
I get excited a little bit.
But no, on some real shit, on some cool shit. I'm sitting here. This might be the first. No, I done had a lot of guests on here.
That's right, Bone.
But this might be the first guest that I'm Slick fan of. Okay. Because you gotta realize when the Outlaws and Tupac came out, that's when we was young, really getting money.
Right.
And they was preaching to us.
Yes.
That's our age growing up. That was our teachers growing up.
Right.
Like these kids, they didn't have none of that shit. That shit y'all was spitting on to us in our head, telling us how to get money, take care of the family, watch out for this, watch out for that. These days, ain't nobody teaching or preaching that. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, I gotta be honest, we was listening to a whole lot of Dungeon Family shit.
Okay.
A whole lot of that shit. Pop, us, we was all fans of that music. I was living out here in Atlanta since '92.
Right, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been there, I've been in the A for a long time, and y'all music influenced us just as much.
Right.
Real talk.
That was a little.
Yes.
I gotta, let me ask you, let's take it all the way back. When did you start into the music? When did you start venturing out into the music industry? Like, just really?
I really like got into the industry, like got my shot in '95 on the Me Against the World album.
I said that wrong then. When did you start writing and start saying I can be a rapper?
Real early, like 8, 9 years old. 8, 9 years old, and then when I was like 13 years old, I had rap from my uncle. My uncle was heavy in the game, my uncle OG. His son in here right now. My cousin Lassam.
Respect.
And so he heard me rap and he took me to the studio for the first time. And he just, he was one of the first people to believe in me. Then after that shit that I started doing in the studio eventually made it to pop.
So wait a minute, you was 16 years old? Did you say 16 when y'all did Me Against the World?
Nah, I was about 18, 19.
Shit, same thing.
Hey, Eden, can you do me a favor? Can you name the members, all the members, the official members of the Outlaw, and tell me which one has passed away? Cause I would like.
Rest in peace to Hussein Fatal, original member of the Outlaws. Rest in peace, Big Sight, Killer Gaddafi. Rest in peace. Of course, Tupac, Machiavelli the Don, myself, Young Noble, Napoleon, and Castro.
So you and Castro one still?
Now, me and Noble the only one still like active.
Right.
Napoleon retired. He live in Saudi Arabia right now. He retired for religious reasons, but he's still around like a motherfucker doing his thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just in a different way. And Castro, he don't fuck with the music, period.
So I want to ask you, like, when you did start rapping, let's say you get around 14, 15. Like, when did you know I got it? Like, you know what I mean? I can stand. I got it. You blessed.
Man, I just always had confidence in it because music was one of the only things I felt confident doing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So when I would rap for people, their reaction would let me know I'm saying something right.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, like.
Yeah, niggas will let you know if you're corny or not. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shit,
but you know,
you play some shit.
Especially like Tupac.
Yeah, hell yeah. He was quick to let you know if you was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you, but like I'm saying, like when most of the time when you're honing a craft, there's a moment. You know what I mean? And you know, like, I can do this shit. You know what I mean? Like I got it. Like, and that's what I'm looking for. What was that like?
Pretty early in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I rap for my uncle, who was like, you know what I'm saying, the biggest thing in the world to me, you know what I'm saying? He was, he was just the coolest nigga I knew. So when he heard me rapping, he was like, yo, you do. I'm taking you to the studio. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
So how you link up with the Outlaws?
Well, we kind of all grew up together in different, and we all knew each other from a different connection. You know, they say 6 degrees of separation.
Right.
But I like to break it down real simple. Gaddafi was responsible for most of the New Jersey side of the Outlaws, and you know, Pac was responsible for the rest of it, because we kind of all grew up together. But we all knew each other at different points in our life, and we just decided to pull it all together.
And you know, it's so many things I want to ask. I really, you know what I mean? I know it's just a lot of shit I want to ask, you know what I mean? But, you know, being, you know, that you work with Pac side by side, even when I watched the movie All Eyes on Me, you were right there in the movie, you know, side by side with him. What kind of, I don't know if the word is pressure, or what was that like, you know, being in the studio with Pac and y'all creating, you know what I mean, together? What was that like?
Yeah, man, it was just really some of the best times of my life, man. You know what I'm saying? I always like to tell people, it was like if you was a member of the Bulls when Jordan was at the height of his power. You know what I'm saying? You really just along for the ride and just want to play your position to the best of your ability.
I got a question for you, big dog. I don't know if you can answer this truthfully or not, but how did you really feel about how they portrayed Tupac in that movie? Because I came to the set when y'all shot it down, y'all doing a concert scene down in Atlanta. Was you all in like, oh yeah, I know Benny Boone cool, I like Benny Boone too. I'm not dissing him, just saying period how it portrayed Pac and told the story. Was you agreeing on that?
I mean, yeah, because they stuck to the facts, you know what I'm saying? Aside from the Jada Pinkett side of it,
right.
The movie came straight from his life, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no made up shit, you know what I'm saying?
You don't have to approve certain shit like, nah, yeah.
It was certain shit you just can't fit in a 2 hour and 20-minute movie.
Right.
Like Pac life has so much.
Too much.
So many layers too. You really can't get that. You know what I'm saying? He need like a motherfucking mini-series, really, for his life, you know what I mean? Because you got his actual life, you got his family, you got after he was gone, you know, it's just too much for them to cover in 2 hours.
So, you know, moving forward, you got the project, the Hope Deal. Okay. The first one now, 2 is on the way, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the Hope Deal and how you came up with that whole concept.
Man, I just started calling myself that around 2009, 2010. I was living right down here in Atlanta. And I needed some hope myself, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going through shit, you know, life gives you, you know, body blows. And so I needed some hope. And then I seen the world needing hope too. We was going through a real critical time in American history, and we're still going through that. And so the best way I know how to give hope is through music.
Right.
And so I just started putting that shit down in my music and just started calling myself that, and eventually it led to me doing a project. Project 1 was well received, you know what I'm saying? The people fuck with it, that heard it, and so now I'm gonna do another one.
Okay. Now, have you already started working on?
Yeah, it's actually done. I got the last record mixed today.
Let us know what we can expect to hear from the Hope Dealer too, like features, producers, whatever you can let out the bag. You know what I mean? Let us know or something.
Man, I got a team of people, like, you know, just a network of people I fuck with. Of course, my brother Young Noble from the Outlaws, you know what I'm saying? He always gonna be on whatever I do. And then I got some, you know, some younger cats that I fuck with, some homeboys that I fuck with, they on there. You know, I got a guy by the name of Kevin McCall. Y'all may recognize the name.
Kevin McCall.
Yeah, that's my partner right there, man. He did a record for me that's real dope called Stars. And that's probably gonna be my next single. Cocaine, legendary West Coast, one of the greatest hook singers ever. He on there. Who else I got on there? I think that's about it. I got another young cat, but I really got the future on there. I got a young cat by the name of Gifted. He's straight out of Atlanta.
I know Gifted.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of the coldest young producers and singers.
He's been on here.
Yeah. So he gave me a record called Fly.
Hey.
Then I got another cat I want to shout another brother out from Atlanta. He really from Philly, but he was raised in Atlanta by the name of Actual.
And, you know Actual Fire.
Actual been working together for years, and so he on the album. So,
what up, Act?
You know, I fuck with the future too.
I want to know about your story, dog. When did your story come out? Cause I know you gonna tell, just like you said about Pop, the inside and the outside, and you know what I'm saying, seeing it from your view. When that coming?
Well, you know, we decided to do an Outlaw story like right around the same time they was doing the Pac movie. So we gonna put something out there for the people, because our shit is like, you know, our shit is like a part 2 to Pac story. You got everything that happened after he passed, which, you know, some people may know, but a lot of people don't know. And that's a hell of a story too.
Now I seen you do a special with I think it was Ice-T, you and Lil Siege. Y'all met up. I don't know if y'all was in New York. Y'all was talking about Biggie Tupac murder. That was dope to me. How y'all relationship and how y'all explain like y'all really was the backbone of each group that really like the shit went down, I'm gonna call you, you gonna call me, but I couldn't call you at the time because you knew, like, y'all respected this shit. Like, the war was on, so I fuck with you, but I can't fuck with you right now. That shit was real dope. Like, how did you feel explaining that about the murders, and then, because the murders are still unsolved, you know, with Ice-T?
Yeah, all facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, lives was lost, and you know, it was really that hot at that time. But we had all knew each other. You know what I'm saying? And I already had, you know what I'm saying, love for C's. He had love for us, and it just really took niggas to grow up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Pac and Big ain't get that chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if they would have had the chance to just grow up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Should have been a whole lot different.
So I want to ask you,
That,
you know, because I always ask this question. You know what I mean? And you know, well, I already know what kind of artist you are, so I can't. But I still gotta ask the question. Give me a top 3.
Rappers?
Give me a top 3.
Like,
as a fan. Give me a top 3.
and before you start, a girl.
As a fan, give me a top 3. No,
so complicated. We talking about Bruce's, we talking about solo artists.
We talking about
individual.
We talking about individual bars versus just verses and bars.
Oh shit!
It's so hard for me to answer that. So my brother Clay up in this one.
Clay,
troublemaker Clay in the building.
Niggas cheesy in the motherfucking building.
Nigga right there. It's so hard for me to answer that question because I think we got top 3s in different eras, and it'll be, you know, greatest of all times. For me, it's up to the people to decide. History decides who's the greatest of all time.
That's a political.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Like, I was just trying to.
If you want to know who I listen to, I'm gonna tell you who I listen to.
That's what we looking for.
All right, well, who I listen to? I listen to a whole lot of motherfucking music. I'm just telling you who I listen to. I can't tell you who I feel like, because it's different eras, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's different times when niggas is the greatest at that time.
Do a lot of Pimp C.
I listen to a whole lot of motherfucking
Pimp
Pimp
C.
C. That's who I'm telling you who I listen to. I listen to a lot of E40.
Right.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? And I listen to a whole lot of motherfucking, like, you know, right now, I'm listening to Mozzie a lot. My young nigga Mozzie.
Young Mozzie.
Sacramento.
Okay.
R.I.P. Mozzie?
No, Mozzie that's living and breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't know who that is, look him up. You know what I'm saying? He one of the hardest on the West Coast right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he asked you, Edie, your top 3.
Right, cause I'm trying to
like man, I'm telling you, all time you can't fuck with. But see, you know they ask me that certain question, and you
really can't answer that.
See, because you know why you hung with one of the greats, and you've been around one of the greats, so it's hard.
And that's an easy answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna say my nigga is the greatest of all times,
right.
And that's facts. But that's an easy answer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just throw it out there. Yeah, I'm not just gonna throw that out there because that's an easy answer.
What about 2 and 3? Pop 1.
That's it.
2.
Everybody's great that went black. Everybody went
I'm just saying, like,
underground.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Even like I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Like, you know, I like.
Because I think it's an unfair question to just, you know what I'm saying, say one individual is the greatest of all time, even if it is my nigga. Like his era, from his era, he's the greatest of that era.
Right. Can I ask you a question?
You know what I'm saying? But it's greats right now.
Can I ask you a question?
All right, I like that.
Who's the greatest basketball player of all time?
Here we go.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Okay. Now right there, hold on. He didn't say of no era. He didn't say of no nothing. Okay, you see how
even in basketball, it's eras too.
But you didn't mention that
because the reason why that's a tough question because Kobe never got a chance to play when Dr. J and them was playing. So you can't say he would have been better than them niggas. They ain't played at the same time.
Hold on.
This is the realest shit I'm gonna tell you. The game changes over time, even in hip hop.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we don't know what kind of effect Pop would have had in this era.
Right.
I think he would be able to go in any era.
Right.
But you don't know because they ain't really get a chance to do that.
Right.
His music live on, so that's a testament. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's why I say history will say who the greatest of all time. We know Marvin Michael, Prince, them niggas is the greatest because we still love that shit right now.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but Edie.
He answered the question.
No. Okay. If y'all just want me to move on, I'll move
got
on.
another question.
You see what I'm saying? If y'all, but that's not even what I was. That's not what I was talking about. You see what I'm saying? But no, I'm not. He's very smart. But what I was talking about, he's very smart. But what I'm saying is, when I just asked him who's the best basketball player, he said Kobe Bryant. He ain't talking about no era. He ain't talking about none of that. And so that's where I be coming from when I'm saying who's the greatest. Like, maybe it's because, I'm not an artist, so I can judge it from a different standpoint, you know what I mean? And I respect that.
Well, I can tell you this, you're the first person to come on Smokin' Jokin' to answer that question that way, so I salute you. Nobody else ever answered. The girl last week said, Plies. What she said? He said Plies. And I like Plies, but it's the great Plies too. But you don't know
he might be
people. Dirty. What's your name? Dirty White. What's your name back there? Dirty White back there. Meet black on.
So Edie, today's music, you touched on it for a second there, like, the young artists nowadays, they get a lot of shit, you know what I mean, from the OGs, and you know what I mean, from the Dukes. I'm not saying y'all, y'all OGs. I'm just making a reference to OGs. I'm not saying y'all.
I'm like Clay. I rock with you.
I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying the reference. You know what I mean? But like, how do you feel about the new generation of music? Because it is different.
Man, I think them young niggas doing their thing. Okay. They got the ball and they doing what they want to do with the ball, and they got the right to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because when the niggas in my era had the ball, we did what we wanted to do, and they should have the right to do that. Now, do I listen to it all? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit I fuck with though. You know what I mean? Some of it I don't.
Right.
I got you. So the Hope Dealer 2 is coming. You know what I mean? When can we expect the Hope Dealer 2?
Man, I'm shit before the year's out. Definitely next month sometime. I'm gonna get it out there.
Next month, you gotta come back, man. We gotta,
I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, Edie, how you right now? How you just spoke on what you spoke on? Like, when does the album come out? You was like, shit, maybe just next month. You know that I was thinking about it. I was like, different times, but this time you could drop an album like, fuck, I'm gonna wake up dropping.
That shit is beautiful.
I'm gonna drop it Wednesday. Back in the day, you had to set that shit up, playing this, that. Now you can just like, fuck it, Tuesday. You feel what I'm saying? And sell some motherfucking records.
Absolutely.
If you do it right.
Absolutely.
So you can't hate. You gotta involve your OGs. You can't be hating on the young bucks, man. We can't hate them all. I hate to see that shit on Instagram and Facebook, the OGs, somebody Migos and this and Mama. Like, let them live, let them eat. They eating.
They eat.
They eat.
The
show was incredible.
So on another note, Edie, like you out in California right now. You got a radio show going on?
Yeah, I do. I got a radio show called The Dinner Club on Dash Radio. Okay. Dash Radio owned by DJ Ski. You can download the app to your phone. It's in all the 2018 GMC cars, and they grown 2 million listeners. So it's really like radio. And they got over 75 stations. It's a real dope app you can listen to. And I got a show on there that airs every Wednesday night.
Okay.
12 a.m. on the East Coast.
Okay. Yeah, it is. And so you out here for, the Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? It's Thanksgiving week. You here for Thanksgiving?
I got a whole lot of family in Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got people that I needed to see, so I decided to come down here and spend Thanksgiving with my family, man.
Fried turkey for everybody.
That's what it's about. Well, like I said, Edie, man, it's a pleasure. It was an honor to have you here. And the Hope Dealer 2, when the Hope Dealer 2 drops, I need you to come back or send the record so we can have.
We got
DJ Sir Challenge in the back.
You ain't got that shit queued up. Well, you got that shit queued up. You got a job.
But we need the record. You know what I mean? We gonna be looking for it in a month or so, man. But we appreciate you for coming to Smokin and Jokin. You can take this as well, because I wrote this for you with. Gladly, I just the skills ain't that great. You know what I mean?
Nah, I got this one right here. This one a little light in the ass.
I ain't know what I was doing. Hold on, listen. Hold on. In all fairness, I am the greatest motherfucking backwood roller in the world. Okay, so you know what I mean. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? My shit. Yeah,
Well, you late.
Where's that? Sign me up, Jack. No, but like I said, we appreciate you for coming and
Man, the pleasure is mine. Real talk, man. I salute to y'all, man, for doing this right here. This shit is dope, man. Y'all support this shit right here. These brothers I've been knowing for years. Absolutely. And it's a pleasure to be here, man. Real talk. Appreciate the opportunity.
Well, what I need you to do, Edie, is take us on now and look right there and let the people know where they can find you, what platform the Hope Dealer 1 is on right now, and give us a nice little drop for the Hope Dealer 2 and get us on out of here.
Yeah, man, look for that Hope Dealer 2 dropping any day now. And you know it's your homeboy, your big homie, Edie Amin, and I'm smoking and motherfucking joking.
The drop was fire. You killed them with the way you ran that down, but the smoking part was stowed off a little bit.
Well, punch me in, coach.
Okay,
one more time.
I got down. I'm gonna punch you in on that. And these brothers right here been doing it for a long time. And the Hope Dealer too.
It's your big homie Edie Amin.
Yeah.
Smokin
and Jokin.
Come on, DJ.
He's hot.
I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it?